My name is Maya Indira Ganesh, and I am an assistant teaching professor at the University of Cambridge. I lead a master's program on AI, ethics, and society, and I'm also a senior research fellow at the Leverhulme Center for the Future of Intelligence. So I'm writing this piece that I'm tentatively titling Trans, Anti, Inter, Multi-Cross. And I will come up with a better cadence to that title at some point. But it's really about these 5 words are prefixes to a suffix, which is discipline or disciplinarity. And there's a lot of movement metaphors in this, right? Do we study across disciplines? Do we have depth in it? Do we connect different disciplines? Because I think I've struggled quite often with making an argument for why somebody like me should study AI technologies, because I don't have a background in computer science. And if I want to bring the lived realities of people who are either going to use those technologies or who are being sold those technologies, if I want to bring those perspectives to the shaping of that technology, then there is a struggle. I think there's different kinds of cultural contexts in which technologies emerge. And I'm trying to always look at, does that speak to the people who are using those technologies, and does it relate to their concerns? There's always some sort of dominant future that is encoded into that technology in its ambition. And I think part of the making of collective futures is to actually have spaces for those different kinds of voices, different kinds of people to articulate their future through that and to say, well, this doesn't actually represent my needs or how I see my future evolving. And I think that constantly having those places to say, who is this serving and who is it for is absolutely critical in thinking about those futures, even as people get to articulate then what their future is. And sometimes that future may not have anything to do with that technology. I think one thing that I found really interesting about the prototypes chosen for the Driving the Human project are that they speak to so many different kinds of cultural, social, political situations, and they speak to very different kinds of knowledge, of human social knowledge, and computational and machine knowledge, and technological knowledge. And maybe Driving the Human is a space to actually have those conversations, to say, how do you actually have these seemingly impossible situations speak to each other, and what is the context in which the people involved in those different scenarios, in those different domains or ecological and social contexts can actually interact with each other and understand each other's presence, but also their futures.